Hey guys, what's up? It is your buddy Keith, and I am back again live in the control room at Essex Recording Studios, just outside London in Southend-on-Sea, England. And I've got another killer ESP to share with you guys today. If you're new to the channel, smash that like button, hit subscribe, come join our circle of friends. There's 8,000 of us already, 2.5 million views on the channel. We're just getting bigger, guys. Right on. So, what have we here? This comes to us from the Isle of Wight, Wight. If you're not familiar with it, go have a Google, check out the maps, and explore some new geography. Very cool place, south of England, and still part of England. There are a few islands that people think are part of England and aren't. Yeah, that's a whole different story, though. So this came to us, and this thing is so clean. It's a 2009 Eclipse, and there's some special features about this one that are different. I think, if memory serves me right, different from every single Eclipse we've had in the studio. So one big thing is usually on these black beauties, as I call them, you get uh, faded binding. Not necessarily faded like it's old and worn out, but it comes with like a vintage style, kind of like a yellow style binding. And it's not often that you get the very bright white, vibrant binding throughout on the black guitars with the gold hardware. Um, I think the Rammstein signature model is kind of similar to this layout with the binding, but with a matte finish. So this is the first one I've ever seen with gloss finish, gold hardware, and the vibrant, bright white binding throughout body, neck, and headstock. Really, really cool. This is the 4-knob version. These are the most coveted, highly sought after, with the Gibson lawsuit body. The shape of the horn is slightly different than the new ones, which have 3 knobs. This just oozes classic Gibson Les Paul vibes. EMG 81 and 60 combo, made famous by James Hetfield. And yeah, just a beautiful, beautiful guitar. Inlays really pop on this one. We'll go ahead, spin it around. I mean, it still has the plastic on the truss rod cover. This thing has been a case queen, guys. You see the original retailer there, Fret Music, serial number. Beautiful, beautiful guitar. Have the original invoice there. Looks like it was sold new in 2010, about the middle of the year. And yeah, this is just a great, great looking guitar. Still has the inspection stickers on the back. And, you know, I don't see any chips or scratches. A few little, like there's a little line in the lacquer on the top surface there in the clear coat. But nothing significant at all. This thing's definitely been babied, and I would say it classifies as mint. You know, a few little swirl marks in the lacquer, just from being handled. That to me in my book is still mint. Some of us who are a little more pedantic and picky might say excellent, but I mean, look at this. There's like no pitting or corrosion on the bridge or the stop tailpiece. This thing is just super, super clean, guys. Really nice. So, case candy. Not a whole lot came from ESP during this era. They didn't do certificates for their Japanese production guitars, and a lot of their custom shop guitars and order, as they call it, special order or order guitars, didn't come with certificates. So, you've got your fret protector, which is very nice because if you ever transport your instrument, whether you do it or have somebody else do it, you ship it, whatever, there's a good chance that there'll be weight put on the box, put on the case, and that weight compresses these strings onto the frets and can actually give them wear that they shouldn't have. You know, it can put dents and divots in the frets. These frets look awesome. Fretboard could do with a little clean. Looks a little dusty around the frets. Not a big deal. ESP logo pops. Sometimes these can get faded if they've been played a lot. The black and the letters aren't as crisp. This one, it looks brand new. Same thing with the font on the humbuckers. You've got the nice silver font and blue font there. That gets worn and faded with play. The fact that that's completely crisp and legible tells me that this guitar has barely been played. And the fact that on the original invoice, it looks like he ordered 4 of them. It's, yeah. I guess it didn't get that much. I guess the guy had a lot of other guitars to play. The pickup selector switch, interestingly, is kind of a matte bronze finish. So it's not glossy and gold like the stock tailpiece tremolo, or not tremolo, bridge and the tuners. And I don't know why that always is with ESP, but I've never seen them have a shiny, polished gold pickup selector that matches. Just a little thing, not a big deal. Yeah, so we're talking about the fret protector, hang tag. You always got these hang tags with that talk about the strings. What does it say? Electric sound, stay in tune. Electric sound products, stay in tune. I don't know if I've ever actually read the perimeter. That's all it says. Electric sound products, stay in tune with, looks like sit strings. But yeah, that's the standard hang tag. I've never seen a different hang tag. You got 2 little keys that go in this little dime bag there. You've got what I call the ESP crack pipe, and then you've got your operation manual for your Godot Magnum Lock bridge. So yes, all of the hardware is made by Godot, which is a Japanese company. The bridges is Godot. The tuners, man, these look beautiful. I love the gold Godot tuners. This thing is just a pretty and sexy guitar. No doubt about it. Here, I'll take it out of the case. Oh, and on the case as well, you get the nice metal plaque and not the airbrush chalk style stencil. So nice metal plaque, still has the plastic over it. You can see it's not a US model. It's got the .co.jp website on it, which is actually the correct website for ESP. ESP.com is not ESP. It's the American distributor who does, fair to say, control a lot of the global distribution outside of Japan for ESP, which is why you pay a lot of money for them at the dealer in most cases, because you have an extra layer of unnecessary distribution. But yeah, not the real website. espguitars.co.jp is the correct one. I don't think they have English translation on that site, but feel free to check it out, and maybe your old Google Chrome will let you translate some of it. It's really interesting to see some of the models that they come up with that are just wild and just not available at all anywhere outside of Japan. Anyway, guys, I think you've got a really good idea of what this Eclipse looks like in person. Feel free to check out the ESP playlist on our YouTube channel and compare it to all of the other Eclipses. I might be fair to say that I've owned more Eclipses than any person on the planet. I certainly can't think of anyone that's had more. If you know them, let me know. I know there's one guy in America who he gets pretty jealous and pretty upset, but that's how the internet goes, I guess. Some people just can't take it. Ugh, what a shame. But yeah, if you know anybody else who's got a massive ESP Eclipse collection, have them get in touch. Be really cool to compare notes. Last thing I'll comment is this is not a full thickness model. I think there's been a reissue with full thickness under the E2 line, but the full thicknesses were pretty rare in these custom transition models, CTM, which is the lawsuit model with the 4 knobs, as it's often referred to. I think I coined that term, actually. Once I started putting 4 knob in the reverb titles. Everyone's been copying that. Never saw it before I started doing it. So, funny little thing there. But yeah, so it's got the belly cut and no binding on the back. The full thickness is definitely, when you have the two together, definitely a much thicker body. No belly cut, and you've got binding on the back. So some people prefer it. Other people, one of the big comments and questions I get from Les Paul players is they want to know the weight of an instrument because their back hurts, they play long sets. So generally, if you're performing and you're gigging a lot, people prefer this model. Other people, maybe just for studio play or just to have for their collection, will want the full thickness. They always say, more mass with the body, you get more resonance, more sustain. And yeah, either way, phenomenal, beautiful, gorgeous guitar. Love it, guys. All right, I'm going to get going. Make sure you follow us on the socials. It's at Essex Recording Studios. We've got some big stuff going on. We just had a major TikTok star in. I've got another one coming in soon, hopefully. So the last guy, he's getting like 4,000 or 5,000 followers a day on his TikTok. Craziness. And this next girl, she's got like 800,000 followers. Hoping to get her in soon. We'll see what happens. All right, everybody, I'm going to get going. I've got more cool videos to do for you. We've got a Ouija. Yes, a Kirk Hammett Ouija Sparkle guitar. I don't know why they say Ouija. It's spelled like Ouija, but I've never heard anybody say Ouija. So I've got a Ouija guitar to do, and I've got a really cool PRS. Both come from our friend Paul from up north. You've heard about him before if you've watched the channel. So stay tuned. I'll see you all soon.